Hello, my name is Allison, and welcome on your trip to nonsense. Here we go. I'm from California, right? The weather there is a lot different. Right now, I live in Washington. So far this week, it has rained, and then today, luckily on my job outside, it's nice and sunny. Well, and then cloudy, but hey, it's Washington. And it's a lot different from what I'm used to. I remember growing up and I played a lot of soccer, whatever, and I just remember the heat. That's it. Running in the heat. Let's talk about soccer. And I have no one to talk to about this. So, you know what? I'm just going to talk about it. I started playing soccer when I was 4. And, you know, like kids do, no one's very good. You're all just learning how to play the game. I ended up staying in soccer until after my sophomore year in high school. So just, I think 11-ish years, maybe. In that time, I quickly went from house soccer into competition soccer. And with that, it kind of takes away the fun. It's definitely more competitive. And at least for high school soccer, there's a lot more politics. There was a coach that, you're just supposed to be a coach. What he did, he brought on his entire freshman team to be varsity. Took over the entire varsity team. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? Like, maybe I'm just salty because I blame him for me not getting varsity. Stuck at JV. And then because of him, I stepped back. Well, not because of him. It was just a catalyst. Whatever. I ended up leaving soccer at that point, but he had already screwed up that entire year. I ended up playing on JV anyway. Which was nice. But I don't know. At some point, when is it worth it? We had to do a lot of training, which doesn't sound too bad until you realize it's just a lot of running. You already know how to do the footwork, they say. There's a lot more they could have taught us, I swear. But all it was conditioning, all the time. Run back and forth, run around the entire field. And this wasn't a regular soccer field. Because it was high school, the football team got the field. Big surprise. So us soccer players went down to what we called the basin, which was just a big, huge, grassy ditch next to the school. Sometimes in the winter that would flood. So I mean, what do we do then? But they would make us run not just at the bottom rim of the basin. They would make us run around the top. So that's more circumference, more difficult because of the slope. And since it was the wet season for soccer, that's just mud. So that just makes it harder to run. So no matter what, the entire practice is just conditioning. It's ridiculous. Whatever. And then they had these things that oh, the best part. One of the conditioning things we had to do was what we called suicides. If anybody in a sport knows these. At least for us, you would stand at the end line. So for soccer, it'd be like the very end. You know how you have the goalie box and the kickoff, whatever. There's different lines. And even on a football field, you go by yards. We would just run. You start at one end. You've got to run, then run back. Run farther, run back. Run farther, run back. Run all the way to the end. And run back. And we had to get it under a certain time. If the entire team did not get under a certain time, we would have to run again and get under that time again. And they would actually lower it each time. So each time it was worse than the last because we couldn't breathe. And, well, some people threw up. But, hey, you're in a sport. It's gonna happen. One tip for people in sports or in soccer or whatever. If you're playing a sport outside in California and it's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit for the entire day. Oh my god. Drink your water. Please. I've done that. I've been that person that instead of drinking the water, it's so hot you have to pour it on yourself just to cool down because sweating isn't enough. It's just that brief moment of relief. Just drink your water. Otherwise, you'll make the mistake that I did and get hospitalized for dehydration. No one needs that. It's not necessary. It's a dumb mistake. Just don't do it. Just drink your water. And I guess for my first official video, thank you for watching. The next one will probably be different. See ya.